Good evening. Today I am going to teach you how to do the laundry. This is very helpful, especially if you are brand new at doing the laundry. This is a life skill that everybody needs to have. And maybe you don't have a washing machine and dryer at your home. We do not have a washing machine and dryer at our home. So we use the laundromat at our apartment complex. If your apartment complex has a workspace in their laundromat, you want to make sure that you clean it off first with a disinfecting wipe. You don't want any germs or dirt getting onto your clean clothes. Remember to clean up after yourself. There's a garbage can here. Throw your garbage away. Then you are going to need to gather your supplies. The supplies you are going to need to do your laundry: disinfecting wipes to clean your surfaces off, a variety of laundry detergents. I use Tide Pods and Arm & Hammer because these were on sale. These little bottles were on sale. A liquid fabric softener. I absolutely love Suavincial. And this one is the Shed Shield, the one that repels the pet hair. And Suavincial dryer sheets, or any dryer sheet. I do not promote any of the products that I'm showing in this video. This video is for educational purposes only. And I just happen to love Suavincial and the way it smells and the product itself. But you use whatever product you want to use because you are an adult. Make sure that if you are doing your laundry at a laundromat, whether it is in a dorm or in your apartment complex or a standalone laundromat, that you keep your personal belongings by your side, your keys, your phone, any personal belongings that you have. You are also going to need a variety of dirty clothes. This video is specifically geared towards young adults or teens that might be starting to do laundry on their own for the very first time, or anybody who maybe needs just a refresher on how to do laundry, specifically if you don't have a washing machine and dryer at home. After you gather your supplies, the next thing you're going to want to do is check that the machines you're going to be using are clean and in good working order. Make sure that if it has a kiosk, there's no error message on it, that it's plugged in, and just check inside of the drum to ensure that everything looks clean and orderly. If there's anything in there, like trash or debris, you either want to take it out or you don't want to use that machine if you can't get it out because you don't want to damage your clothes. Make sure that you throw anything away. Don't throw your garbage or anybody else's garbage on the floor because the floor is not a trash can. We'll do the same thing with the dryers just to make sure that the dryers are all clean and in working order as well. And once you've inspected your machines, you want to start adding detergent. Add the detergent before the clothes. However, I do like to layer detergent and clothes. If you're using Tide Pods or any type of laundry detergent pod, be smart. These are not candy. It's not a joke. Do not ingest these. Don't put them in your mouth. Don't put them in your friend's mouth. And if you are around little kids, don't let little kids near them. There are warnings on the package, and there are locking mechanisms on the bag. When you're done using them, lock the bag. Now grab your pods and just put one pod in each machine that you're going to be using. Okay? Don't use more than one pod unless your laundry is exceptionally dirty, because you don't want to oversaturate your clothes with soap. The soap will still be in your clothes. The rinse cycle won't be able to get them out if you do, and your clothes will feel scratchy and stiff and just not good. If you've pre-sorted your clothes, that's great, but you don't have to pre-sort your clothes. The general categories for your laundry should be towels, okay? Now, you can either separate bath towels and cleaning towels if you want to, but you don't necessarily have to unless your cleaning towels are very dirty. Like if you've cleaned something gross, don't wash them with your bath towels. And then darks, dark clothes like dark shirts, dark pants, they're going to go in a separate washing machine, not in the same washing machine as your towels. Bedding might go in a separate washing machine. So I'm going to put this comforter in the washing machine with that little pillow there. But I'm probably not going to put much else in that washing machine because you don't want to overstuff your washing machine. If you overstuff your washing machine, like if I was to put that whole hamper, that whole blue hamper into that washing machine, the spin cycle's not going to be able to spin out the water. The agitation cycle's not going to get the soap into all of the crevices of the laundry that you want it to get into. So we're going to make sure that we don't overfill the washing machine. That, maybe we can stick one more thing in, but that's probably it. So we're going to put the rest of the clothes into the washing machines. So I mentioned before that I like to layer detergents. I already put a pod into the bottom of the washing machine. I'm going to use some of the Arm & Hammer liquid detergent and put that into the washing machine as well. I know, like, that is super dirty. Just don't touch it. You don't know what that is. You don't want to get sick. So remember, don't put too much in, just up to the line. And if you have an even smaller load, don't even fill it up that much. But this is about half full, and I'm going to put the detergent in. The same with this washing machine. It's about half full. So I'm going to put some of the detergent in. Because this washing machine just has blankets in it, it probably doesn't even need the extra detergent. So we're going to skip that one. And this is our lights load. There's lighter colors in here, maybe some sheets and blankets. And we are going to put just a tiny bit in there because it's sheets, and sheets get really nasty really quick. You should wash your sheets at least every week to every 2 weeks. Comforters and stuff can be held off every 3 weeks to 4 weeks. And now, if you have shirts that have like patterns on them or like ironed on things like this one here, you want to turn those inside out. That shirt will also not go into the dryer. I'm going to put this little fluffy towel in with this blanket, and this is full. We don't have to put anything else in here because we don't want to overstuff the washer. And then if you have a pillow that has like some of this shiny stuff on it, if you have like lingerie or bras or anything, hats, teddy bears, you want to don't put that into the washing machine on its own. You want to stuff it into a pillowcase and then tie the pillowcase and then put it into the washing machine. Remember to also add your liquid fabric softener if needed, if you have it, if you want to. You don't have to add that much. And be careful about adding it with children's sleepwear because this will make your sleepwear not flame retardant. So just a little bit, especially in your towels, because you want your towels to be extra fluffy. That's our towels. This is our darks. We're going to put some in here too with our darks. And then this is our comforter that we put in there. We didn't add any extra detergent in with the comforter, but we are going to put some extra fabric softener, just a little bit more, because you want the comforter to be extra fluffy as well. And then our lights, we are going to put some in there as well. And this is not a complete guide to doing laundry. This is your beginner's guide to doing laundry. If you want a complete guide to doing laundry, go to a different channel. This is a beginner's guide. This is if you do not know how to do laundry, you should watch this video. Now we have started our washing machines. Because we're at a laundromat, I always use hot. But note that there are different temperature settings on the machines. And you do want to slightly refer to the tag on your garment that you're washing. But it's not going to cost more usually if you're using hot water than if you're using cold water. So when I'm at a laundromat, I always use hot. Laundry is going to cost you something, no matter if you're doing it at a laundromat or if you're doing it at home. Because if you're doing it at home, you're going to have to pay for the water and the electric it takes to run your machines. If you're doing it at a laundromat, you have to pay out of pocket just to run the machines. So keep that in mind. If you're at a laundromat, don't leave your laundry alone. This is controversial, but don't leave your laundry because somebody might come, they might take your laundry out of the machines, they might steal your laundry, so just don't do it. Now, you're also going to want to take note of the dryers. Literally open up the dryer. Check the lint filter. Okay, this one's actually clean. If it's not clean, take the lint out because lint inside of the dryer is going to make your clothes not get dry. And then just check around the dryer. This one's actually pretty clean. Make sure there's nothing in here because if there's anything in here, like gum or candy or anything, it's going to stick onto your clothes. And my friend, you will never get that gum or candy out. All right. Our laundry washing machine loads have finished and they're ready to go into the dryer. Things you don't want to dry are anything that could melt in the dryer. Things like lingerie, things like that have any like plastic material on them. There was a shirt in here that you don't want to dry. Anything that has like a pattern, an iron-on pattern on it, you don't want to dry those things because they could melt and they could shrivel up. These dryers are gas dryers, so you want to be careful about the heat setting that you put things on too. We've got our dryer sheets set up here, and we're going to add a couple of dryer sheets to each dryer. We're going to add one to start off with into each dryer. that we're using. We're going to use those 3 dryers. So just put 1 dryer sheet in each dryer. And then you want to put, if you have multiple small loads, you can add them into the same dryer. I'm probably going to put those towels and those clothes together, and the sheets and the blankets are going to go into the same dryer. All right, so I actually put the fluffy blankets and the sheets and that little pillow in that dryer, and the comforter in a dryer all itself, and the towels and the dark clothes and any extra clothes in one dryer. So they were pretty small loads. You don't want to overstuff your dryers, because if you do, then the clothes will not get dry, and they also get wrinkly. You also want to take your clothes and give them a little shake. Get out some of that aggression and those feelings into the clothes. This will help them not clump together when they are in the dryer, and it will also help them dry easier. Make sure you check all of the washing machines. You don't want to miss a pair of underwear. You don't want to lose a sock or have anything else missing. And then I always like to top each dryer with a dryer sheet as well. So I've got 2 dryer sheets in each dryer. The same with the washing machine, laundry detergents and fabric softeners. You don't want to put too much in here, because if you do, then you run the risk of it caking up on your clothes. And you also want to be careful about using any fabric softener product on sleepwear that is supposed to be flame retardant, because it can stop the sleepwear from being flame retardant. Okay, we have everything in the dryers. The dryers are going. These have a time of 60 minutes each, and they are, that's a pretty good time for these loads. I put the towels and the regular clothes on high heat, but you also want to be very aware of the temperature that you put these dryers on. These are gas dryers. Almost every single laundromat has gas dryers, and that's very dangerous for your clothes if you use high heat, especially for furry clothes or anything that could melt under high heat. So we have the furry blankets and that little pillow in the bottom dryer here, and I have that actually on delicates. And the comforter is in the top, and that is on low heat. So we'll come back in an hour, and we will fold the clothes. Remember, don't leave your laundry alone, because you don't want somebody to take it out of the dryer and steal it or just throw it on the floor. So make sure you stay with your laundry. You are not alone. Nobody likes to fold clothes. But it's very important to fold them as soon as they get out of the dryer, because if you don't, 1, they're going to get all wrinkled. You're not going to be able to tell what's clean versus what's dirty. 2, if you're like me, you're a procrastinator, and you'll get to next week when it's time to do laundry again, and you'll realize that your hamper never had the clothes taken out of it. And 3, if you don't fold your clothes, you won't know what clothes you have. So, grab a drink, put on some music or a podcast, and get folding. You got this. And it's a lot more rewarding to fold your clothes and leave them setting on your office chair.